It's nice to know that someone still jousts with windmills, that age doesn't always dull the need to make believe, that some dreams deferred remain very much alive in the imagination. Like young grapes on the vine, rooted in soil nourished by fantasy and watered by resilience. Such are the dreams of my father, who, at 68 years old, still believes that one day he might blow on a blues harp like Sonny Boy Williamson, or write prose like Ernest Hemingway. Since he lacks any musical background and has never really written a page of fiction, this might seem far-fetched, pathetic even. But if you hear his story, you'll know what I know. That Dad is a modern-day Don Quixote, a knight-errant, noble in his imperfection, armed with a strong sense of wonder, shielded by a good heart, charging at giants everyone else mistakes for mills, because he knows that sometimes the wind changes everything. Dad started dreaming early. As a child, Grandpa made fun of him when he cried, and Grandma made herself scarce. So instead of his mother, he embraced imagination, quilted himself in a cloak of whimsy to escape a life found cold and barren. He grew up to be a romantic, with nightly hopes of saving maidens and slaying giants, and before long he met my mother, who was no damsel in distress, but at 5 feet nothing, she's still the closest thing to a giant he's ever met. Never backed away from a battle she believed in, fiercely moral with a prize fighter's resolve, and eyes like an early autumn midnight. He loved her more than he thought possible. They would have 3 children, but it was their only girl who replaced Dad's dreams with nightmares. After 18 months of maddening uncertainty, their daughter was diagnosed. Autism. Every night after that, a recurring dream led Dad into absolute darkness, in a cave deep in the earth, with walls cold and damp. As he crawled, the space in the passages grew smaller. Slowly he realized he'd never find a way out. His daughter's brain would always be a wall between her and the rest of the world. Connections were fleeting, glimpses of her personality rare. Instead of holding his little girl close to his chest when she was hurt, at times he had to pin her down to keep her from hurting herself. Time taunted him. Each milestone in the lives of other girls a reminder that he'd never escort her onto the field for the homecoming game, snap photos at her graduation, or watch her fall in love. Crushed by reality at night, daydreams ceased to be enough for Dad. Back pain opened up a pill bottle that didn't close for 14 years, and it numbed more than the muscles along his spine. Unable to accept his fate, too tired to fight to change it, he forsook the world that was never meant for his daughter. He forsook the world that was never meant for his daughter, burrowed into the earth, nearly closed himself off forever until the little giant, who never backed away from a battle she believed in, found him and refused him to oblivion. Love, like wind, finds its way through cracks in walls, and sometimes the wind changes everything. So it was that Dad remembered how to dream. While nightmares remain ingrained in his memory, make-believe keeps him company in the daytime, and I'll always indulge his imagination, even if he is planning to buy felt-soled shoes and start salsa dancing, or still thinks he has a chance to become a ninja assassin. Because it's nice to know that someone still jousts with windmills.